Welcome to HuffPost Live. I'm Zach Carter here with Ryan Grimm, and today we are very pleased to be joined by one of the preeminent American intellectuals of the last century, MIT professor Noam Chomsky, an expert in everything from linguistics to philosophy to political science.
I wanted to start with what's going on in Congress today. The Senate is set to vote on extending long-term unemployment insurance, and it's not looking good. So what do you make of the fact that with 7% unemployment, we're looking at cutting food stamps, cutting LIHEAP, cutting unemployment insurance, and what does that tell us about our current political situation?
Now, as far as the refusal to provide very minimal living standards to people who are caught in this monstrosity, that's just pure savagery. There's no other word for it.
Now, do you think that this is a sort of a short-term problem of cruelty there with a few people in Congress who are just bad apples, or do you see this as a product of longer-term sort of economic thinking? You know, I'm thinking back to the 1990s here when there was a lot of left-wing activism over the WTO and NAFTA, different sort of changes to the structure of the international economy.
The general and very severe problem with the economy that's staring us in the face, what I just described, that has nothing to do with bad apples in Congress. These are deep structural problems having to do with, in effect, the neoliberal assault on the population, not just of the United States, but of the world, that's taken place in the last generation. There are areas that have escaped, but it's pretty broad. It's hitting the United States in this particular way. As far as Congress is concerned, I think probably the best characterization was given by Norman Ornstein, a very distinguished political analyst, conservative analyst from the American Enterprise Institute. He simply pointed out the Republican Party has no longer sees itself as a parliamentary organization. He calls it a radical insurgency, which is dedicated to undermining parliamentary processes, refusal to enter into serious negotiations, and has essentially just drifted off the spectrum. I mean, it used to be said years ago that the United States is a one-party state, the business party, with two factions, Democrats and Republicans. That's no longer true. It's still a one-party state, the business party, but now it has only one faction, and it's not Democrats. It's moderate Republicans. The so-called New Democrats, who are the dominant force in the Democratic Party, are pretty much what used to be moderate Republicans a couple of decades ago.